Hey everybody, it is Mike. It is Saturday. That means it is time for Saturday Slashback Challenge. This is a challenge that is put together by the Horror Man. Every week he gives us a new topic to find a movie on and review it. This week's challenge was either satirical horror movies or funny or horror comedies or horror movies that made us laugh. I consider this is not my thing. I am not the biggest comedy fan in general. I like some, but for the most part, it's just not something. If you look at my collection, it's 80% horror, um, probably 10% action, and 5% family, 2% drama, and probably 2% comedy. So not my biggest thing, but I did try to find a horror comedy that I haven't seen before, and it was a movie called Deep Murder, which is a 2018. Is when it first kind of had its run in some movie, movie festivals. Then it kind of, I guess, got a release in 2019. But basically, this movie was written for hormonal little boys. Its setting is basically softcore porn, and which is another one of my non-favorites. So, um, but it does have Jerry O'Donnell in it or Jerry O'Connell in it for about 5 minutes or so. And also Christopher McDonald, who I like a lot. Pretty much everybody else I've never heard of. But basically what happens is you have this softcore porn set and they're starting to make movies. And then unfortunately somebody ends up dead. So you have this detective who's really bad at his job who comes in and tries to figure out who killed this person. So yeah, it's pretty cheesy with names such as Dr. Bunny Van Clit, uh, yeah, Dick Dangler. Yeah. It was just silly. Um, Actually, Doug is the first one who is discovered dead, and that's the Jerry O'Connell character. Um, so the detective comes in and he kind of bungles his way through. I'm This movie was fine for what it is. It had its slasher elements because Doug gets stabbed to death. And this killer is kind of running around in a rubber or spandex. I couldn't tell. It was shiny and black with a mask on. Um, so he takes out a few more characters. He takes out Dick Dangler, and a couple other of the characters get stabbed and killed off. It's pretty silly. The dialogue is really bad. Silly. I mean, they weren't trying to make anything award worthy, and they succeeded in that. But it was fine. It kind of goes right along with most of the other horror comedies that I don't particularly enjoy that much. Sorry, I know a lot of you guys like that stuff. Um, I almost did a review on Halloween Resurrection because I seriously thought for the longest time that movie was just a joke. Um, Granted, it had a few good kills in it. Some of the characters were almost two-dimensional. And the idea of the movie was good. I think it was way before its time as far as, having this live stream thing going on at a house and people watching it and texting or whatever they were doing to get to the characters. That was, that was a good premise for back then. But then you had Busta Rhymes, um, and I don't know. I just really, thought that was pretty much. It made me laugh and cry at the same time. So, all right, Joe. I hope this is good enough. Like I said, it's really hard for me to get into horror comedy, just because, like I said, I'm not into like the Jim Carrey comedy, and it seems like so much of it. Now there are movies out there, horror movies out there that have humor, and as a matter of fact, the majority of horror movies have at least one character that's kind of a clown. But yeah, I just thought I would try to actually watch a horror comedy. I did not buy this, needless to say. I watched it on Shudder, so that's a good thing. Yeah. I watched it, Joe, just for you. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later, and happy Slashback Saturday.